Hello everyone, and welcome once again to the Frugal Foodie. My name is Greg and I'm the host of your show. Today, we're going to do something really simple. I'm going to show you how to make a pork chop dinner in one dish that costs less than $5. Now a lot of you say that this can't be done, there's no way, pork chops are too expensive. Well, it depends on how you buy them. I find when you buy the club packs, you'll get 6 or 7 chops for about $9 to $10. That means each individual pork chop costs about $1.50. Now, what we're going to be doing is mixing our pork chops. Well, we're going to be cooking a single pork chop. We're going to use a can of mushroom soup and about ½ a cup of rice that we've already partially cooked. The reason we partially cook the rice, well, in this case it's because it's brown rice. If you're using white rice, you don't need to do that. Anyway, we're going to get right to cooking here in just a moment. But again, I'm going to give you the breakdown. Pork chop, $1.50. Can of soup, about $1.50. About ½ a cup of milk, 30 to 35, 40 cents. And ½ a cup of rice, about 35 to 40 cents. All told, whole meal, about $4. We're going to show you how to do it here on the Frugal Foodie. So for today's recipe, we're using a single can of condensed cream of mushroom soup. That's what it looks like when it comes right out of the can. We're going to add about ½ a can's worth of milk to this. The reason we use milk instead of water is it gives just that much better of a flavor. Now normally when you're making cream of mushroom soup, you're going to use about ½ a can of milk and ½ a can of water to cut down the soup to an actual soup consistency instead of this jelly here that you see. Now, we're going to mix it up until we have a nice, a little bit thicker than soup consistency. And this is going to be going in our casserole dish with a pork chop and some rice. Now, as I said, today we're using brown rice because, hey, it's what I had on hand. This is the brown rice here. I've already partially cooked it. We're going to put it into the bottom of the dish, just like this. Scrape all of it out of the bowl, or out of your rice cooker or fry pan, however you cooked it. And again, if you're using white rice or instant rice, you're not going to need to pre-cook it the same way. So we just put it in the bowl, into our dish here, into our roaster or casserole dish, whatever you got to use, just like that. So we've laid our pork chop in on top of the rice, just like that, here. And now we add our cream of mushroom soup and milk. Now if there's lumps in it, don't be worried. As it's cooking in the oven, those lumps will go away. They'll melt. It's totally fine. That's what it's going to look like here. Now you're going to want to move pork chop, let the soup get down into the rice, push it down in again, and that's it. That's all there is to it. This is going to go in the oven at about between 350 and 400 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. When it's done, it's going to be a delicious meal. So there's tonight's dinner just out of the oven. Pork chop, pork loin chop specifically, with brown rice done in a cream of mushroom soup sauce. It's a simple dinner, it's tasty, and it's real easy to make. And again, the whole dish cost me about $4. So that's dinner this week. This is Greg, the Frugal Foodie, saying good food doesn't have to cost a lot. You just got to be willing to try something a little bit different. Bon appetit.